share, comment, and subscribe. Mwah. Hi guys, it's been a very long time since I have been on here on YouTube doing another vlog. Over a year, yeah, but I am back with a video of my experience with immigration, Home Office. Yeah, I'm just gonna be talking about my experience with Home Office. It's just a few notes that I've made because it can be a very long process. And yeah, so I'll start off by saying I came to the UK in 2002. Me and my younger brother, I will not mention name, his name anyway. Yeah, me and my younger brother, we came to the UK in 2002, and we actually came on a holiday, as a lot of people come on holiday and just never return back to the country. Came from Jamaica. I was 12 years old when I arrived in the UK. Yeah, and I think we was given like a month of holiday to be here, and did not go back, which was not up to me because I was underage. And yeah, so stayed here, went to school, and it didn't really kick in. I didn't really understand what it meant to be illegal in this country until on my 18th birthday I was given my passport and my birth certificate, and I was told, yeah, big woman now, go sort out yourself. Yeah, so being the person that I am, I took my documents and didn't do anything at that time. Just turned 18, didn't know much, didn't know anything about the legal system in regards to sorting out your status in the UK or anything like that. So I took my documents, and knowing myself, I just said, okay, cool, went to college, finished college, and over the age of 19 you cannot go into further education, and so that's where my education finished at the time, and couldn't go to work, couldn't do anything with myself because I didn't have the legal papers to show or to prove to go forward in life as I would like to. So my life was literally kind of standstill. So forwarding to a few years later, I would say, what year was it? 2012 it was, when I was like, okay, I really need to do something because I can't do anything with my life. I can't work, I can't go to college, I have no financial support whatsoever. I'm living at a friend's house. So I decided to go and speak to a lawyer. Spoke to the lawyer, and she told me how much money I would need to start off the case, how much it costs for immigration application fee, and how much the lawyer's fee were. I think the lawyer's fee was £1,000, and immigration fee for indefinite leave to remain was £800 at the time. By this time, guys, I was living in the UK for about 11-12 years illegally. School, college, and all of that. A lot of people didn't even know that I didn't even have papers. A lot of people didn't even know I was from Jamaica. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, this was my struggle, and it was my yeah, it was literally my biggest struggle because I couldn't push forward in life. I couldn't do what I want to do. I couldn't work, and I'm someone who's very ambitious, extremely ambitious, and can't do anything in regards to the career or the future that I want for myself. Excuse me. So yeah, after speaking to the lawyer and got told how much money I needed to start this process of becoming legal so I can, become the person who I want to be, I didn't have any means of getting that money because I'm illegal. I cannot go into any sort of company and get a job whatsoever unless it's backdoor. But I did manage to get a job in a Caribbean takeaway. The owners wasn't Jamaican, they were of different background, but it was a nice establishment, Caribbean takeaway. And I was able to work. I was getting £150 a week, which is nothing. I was living with a kind of a friend at the time, and she wasn't charging me much for the room. I was paying like £50 for the room. So what I did, it's a fly. Sorry. Yeah, what I did was I paid that £50 for the room, and I would save the £100 towards my immigration fee. I didn't used to touch any of the money because obviously this is important. So I used to walk to work, walk home. I used to take food, like my lunch from the shop, from the takeaway. I used to take that home for my dinner, and I was very good at my job, so I used to get decent tips. So I used to use my tips to live off, whatever I need. I didn't try and live above my means or anything like that because I was on a mission. So that's how I lived for months, and literally saving. And it's crazy because when you save, you just you will see the money accumulating, like it just builds up. And I saved, and then it came to this this day when the owner of the Caribbean takeaway just turned up. It was a Friday, and he paid me my wages, and on that day he said, "That's it, I'm closing the restaurant. There'll be that's it, it's the end." But thanks be to God, that day that was the last £100 I needed to send off my documents. It was the last £100 I needed for my £800 immigration fee and for my £1,000 lawyer fee. But with the lawyer fee, you only had to pay £500 to start the work, and then £500 once everything's completed. So that was what, £1,300 I managed to save, and that was the last £100 I needed to complete it. So where I could actually go back to the lawyer and just literally start the paperwork. So I was like, wow, it was meant to be. And managed to send that off. Yeah. And then it's a long waiting process. I waited I think over a year. Yeah guys, as I was saying, I waited about a year to hear back from immigration. And when I heard back from them, it wasn't good news. It was them writing to me, letting me know that they have decided to decline my application. It was unsuccessful, but thanks be to God, I was able to appeal the decision, which was that they denied me. But that's another money for court, because if I appeal, I have to pay the court fee, and then I'll have to pay a barrister to represent me in court. I had no help like really on my own, but being the person that I am, I will find the help. I will get what I need to get. So ended up getting the money. I think it was the court fee was between £280 to 300, and the barrister fee was £800. Imagine, I don't know how, I don't know how, but I managed to get the money together, and yeah, they're waiting now to go to court. Went to court, and the first court was adjourned, it was put off, and then the second court date came. Went to court. At this time, guys, I must say I had a boyfriend in my life, a guy I was seeing at the time for about a year or two, which I did mention in my application, like, okay, because you have to base your application around a life in the UK, so you have to base it on a private life. So you, for example, you have family, you've been to college, you've been to school, you know, you've been here, you've actually managed to have some kind of foundation. That's what they base it on, because if you don't have any sort of foundation, then you can go back to whatever country you're from and you'll be okay. You'll be able to fit back into society, you'll be able to get a job, it'll be fine, it wouldn't affect you physically, mentally, financially, you know. But I don't know how that's possible if I've been here since I was 12 years old. At the time it was like, well, like I said, when they got back to me, I've been living here for 12 years at the time. Schooling, college, friends, all of that's been done here in the UK. So, court time now. So, me putting on my application that I have this boyfriend, and me and him go, you know, we're planning to live together and we want to be together, which was 100%. That's what I thought, you know, the plans were, and that's what I wanted to happen. Only to be called into court and by my barrister in a separate room before the trial actually started. The barrister called me and the boyfriend. Let's call that boyfriend Omar. So they say, Shade and Omar, come into the room. We went into the room, and then the barrister pulled out a paper with a whole heap of details about this boyfriend and him life, him undercover life where me never know about. Yeah. So it happens to be that this boyfriend was, 1, married, and 2, him and the woman live together, and 3, them have 2 picnic together. Well, 3, well, yeah, 2 picnic together, as a daughter and a son. He told me he only had a daughter with some woman, you know, that he broke up with. So I am now in court. Yes, on the day in court, this is when I found out that this man is married and living with his wife with 2 picnic. And this was literally about 15 to 20 minutes before the judge actually called us into the courthouse. Yeah. So when I found out this, at the time, this was what year was this? This was 2014. 2014, I was 25. I was 25 years old at the time. Yeah, 25. And I didn't know what to do. I just thought, whoa, after all of this, after all of trying to get this money together, this man that I thought was, you know, supposed to be by my side, gonna, helping me along, was just deceiving me all the time. And not only that this could actually cost me getting my status in this country, something that I've always wanted and something that I've been fighting for, So yeah, him looking at my face and I tell me, say, yeah, him married, and he never knew how to tell me, because I am the type of girl who, wouldn't put up with stuff like that and all of that. So he decided to deceive me so I could get with him. So everything that he has been saying to me has been a lie, So the barrister called my bestie at the time to come in and to comfort me and stuff. Mind you, my mother came to the courthouse that day to support me because I needed some family to come and to support me, and my younger brother came as well to support me that day in court. The boy, when him here, said the judge find out where him start worry about himself now, so him run go away and was nowhere to be seen. So him literally leave the courthouse, and yeah, because obviously him can't come in front of the judge because everything come up say, yeah, he's married. Yeah, actually he married, and all of that too. Anyway, yeah. But yeah. So went into the courthouse, and my heart was beating, my heart was kicking up, guys. Like, I was so worried, and I thought it was all over. I thought that's it for me. Everything I gonna get, literally kicked out of court, and the judge is just going to look at me as a liar, and which way I was completely innocent. I had no idea, because of course, if you look at it, I would not do that to myself. I would not sabotage myself like that. But luckily, and thanks be to God, when I went into the courthouse, guys, the judge just looked at me and just said, "Miss Booth, you didn't know about this, did you?" And I said no. And that was it. The judge never mentioned anything. Nothing else the judge didn't mention about this. But then you had the barrister now for the Home Office. I can't even remember the man's name. But the man tried and tried to, get me deported out of the country. And, he was just trying to paint a bad picture of me. And my barrister was amazing. The man fight my corner. He just break it down to the judge like, she's literally just a normal, at the time I was living in Manchester, she's a normal Mancunian girl, that you will see on the street. She's been to school, she's been to college, she's built her life here. My barrister was amazing. I gave props to him. Like, he literally really fought my corner, and I won that day. I won the appeal. I won, and I was over the moon. I was so happy, guys, that I won the appeal. But then I was told that the Home Office now have the right to appeal the judge's decision. So my heart start beats. Now, and me I worry, say, them I got appeal, because I'm a worrier. I worry a lot. I worry a lot about everything, and I overthink a lot about everything. So my worst fears came through. They did appeal, and I was so pissed off, because at the end of the trial that day in the courthouse, the immigration barrister came and he shook my hands and he said, "Well done," and I just feel like, say, the man did not leave me alone. Only for the man go back go say him big up things and him find things where him can come back for use against me. Now think about it now, yeah? Me, just a little young girl, never commit no crime, finish college, but couldn't go to university because I have status to go to university. And me are thinking in my head, this man I must have picked me. If I don't have a daughter, I must have some kind. I was a big grown man. You understand? And if he said the man go back and go appeal against the judge's decision to deport me, you know, that I just couldn't comprehend it. And him say, oh, them find things where proof say me a tell lie. So now for the whole of that time, guys, I was so like paranoid. I remember I be in the bathroom and I think, I wouldn't find, God, I wouldn't find. And because of them appeal now, they will have to pay for the court fees and stuff. But no, me I forgot find money now to pay the barrister. But it was £800 this time, it was £400. It wasn't as too bad, but still another money me for fine. I mean, I have no income, you understand. Managed to find it again with the barrister. Go to court again, guys. Only to find out, say, where them say them fine, or my Jamaican passport get renewed, and or it say it passport issue in Jamaica. So when time the man said that, I laughed to myself. I say, this me that worry myself about. I worry for 2 weeks, and I'm worry, my sleepless nights. God no. And at this time, I used to run a lot in the park. That used to be my therapy. And I used to run 4 days a week. I used to go to the park and I used to run and just, release, because I never really have two local friends and stuff when I talk about. I never really have no other support than that. You get me? So I used to run them time there and just release my stress, and I think about things, and I just said, God, at this. So I laugh when him say, oh, your passport say issued in Jamaica. So basically what I'm trying to say, obviously with the immigration thing, is it always based upon return back to your country. So in my try to say, no, if it's issued in Jamaica, that means I must have been to Jamaica to get this passport, and I am lying that I have not been back to Jamaica within the time period, you understand? So him now get up, the barrister for the immigration. This was a different one, by the way. The one when he come the first time, he never come at the same one, different one. So him now get up now and him come to me. Them time I'm confident, and I laugh because I know say them have a Jamaican passport office in England, where you go to them and you do your thing. We know all we sort of passports already. It issue a Jamaica, but they are Jamaica feet. You understand? So him come to me and him show me the passport, a photocopy of the passport, and him said, is this your name? I said yes. Is it your date of birth? I said yes. Does this say issued in Jamaica? I said yes. Him go over to my barrister and he did the same thing. Him walk over to the judge and him do the same thing. And then me na my heart, no, me a laugh because me know say, you understand, me know it go already. So the judge asked me now to explain myself. So I say, this time I was living in Manchester, as I said before. So I said now to the judge, yeah, the Jamaican embassy is based in London, and I think every 6 weeks they do come to Manchester, and yeah, you go over to the community center, you fill out the application, they take it, and then they post it off to Jamaica, and then they send it back to England. That was it. And the man flop. Him apologized to me, apologized to the barrister, apologized to the judge, because it was a complete waste of time. I swear to God, I wasn't in that courthouse for more than 10 minutes. In that courtroom, I should say, for more than 10 minutes. And that was it. I got my status, and that was in 2015. 13 years to get my status in England. From then on, I went on to getting a job in Primark. From Primark, I did a little something. Then I get a job in the post office. From the post office to the NHS. From the NHS, now I literally just finished studying. I went back to college, and I just finished beauty therapy. I just finished my beauty therapy course, and I am now planning to go forward and opening my own business as a beauty therapist. So pleased about, because I was able to go back to college and study courses that I would get the fund for. But I still give praises to God. It's still difficult, I still have to fight the system, because the system ain't easy. And as we all know, everyone that's in my situation, every April them change the law, and things get more expensive and things get more complicated and more difficult. But still we push on and hope for the best. Yeah, so that's my, I hope I not forget anything, but yeah, that's my little story there when it comes to my immigration situation. It wasn't an easy road, but by the grace of God, I was able to, sustain myself mentally, physically, and somehow financially, because boy, it's not easy. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave your comments. And if anyone's going through this difficult road, because it's not easy, it's very, very difficult, and we like to ask any questions, please you can comment or go on my social media, which is kslay3, and you can that's on Instagram, kslay3, and you can send me a DM and I'll answer any questions that I can. But don't give up. Yeah, don't give up. Even if you don't have the support, you don't have the people then behind you, you don't have family behind you, just don't give up. Keep pushing forward and pray to God, and God will see you through. He saw me through. He's still seeing me through today. Yeah, and I hope I haven't forgotten anything. But yeah, obviously I'm not trying to stay on here for ages and talk too long. But yeah, it wasn't easy, but I'm still here, I'm still fighting, and I give praises to God. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I promise you I will not leave it for another year before I do another vlog again. Yeah, but big up on yourself. The girl K Slay's here. Alright, I don't know.